EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
To throw is Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down.
On the return is Jones. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now is 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. In motion goes the tight end. On play action, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The tight end in motion right. Prescott to throw it.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Third and short yardage. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
It's 4th down.
Go, get out there. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. 47.
4th down. Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now there's Cooks in motion right.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bears' 23-yard line.
47.
Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
That's good for a Cowboys.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back to throw, Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Throwing again is Fields.
He'll buy some time right.
That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Again, Fields.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Evan McPherson has this one teed up,
and we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go. Kill.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Here we go, going to 54. One here. Here we go, 46.
Dak going to start out going to the air. A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Kill.
That's good for the Cowboys.
Kill.
Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, 47. Under. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 46.
2nd down, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Now Prescott on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Fighting through it, he's got space.
On the move past the 40.
And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the draw, it's Vaughn. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
They run here with Rico Dowdle.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away.
And back deep, Daxton Hill.
It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Gotta go score. Let's go.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Burrow on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Pollard going to try the right side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one good for 33 and a 1st. He was doing everything he could to get the 6 points, a little bit short, but still an excellent run.
And look at it from the defense's point of view. They could have given up on that play. They did not, and still were able to corral him. Now, they've got some work to do in this down coming up, but at least they're being competitive and trying to stay with it.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine they said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you. If you just...
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
Wow, that ball is not free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Burrow on first down.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Give them the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On 2.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
11 empty.
Mixon, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Burrow.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
11 mighty. 11.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 54. Going to 54. Why ain't? 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Prescott.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Cooks motions to the left.
Kill.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action.
Left side to Lamb.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Hey, count. 47. Go ahead.
On play action, Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here we go. 47.
Play action now, Prescott. And it's caught. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Kill.
They'll run with Pollard.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
He knocks it through, and he extends the lead to 21-8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hudson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Taken at the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11 MT, stop.
Burrow now off the bootleg. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
They go play action with Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 79 yards. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And Burrow going to change the play. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
16. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And down he'll go at the 25. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
To throw is Prescott.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Hudson. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
On the move to his left.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Prescott on 1st down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Good for Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper place.